Hi, so I am posting this video because I made an oopsie. The last three Degrassi videos that I filmed, the audio was the background music for The Sims was so loud you couldn't even hear me talk. So I'm going to post them as usual because they took me hours to film. So if they don't get a lot of views, it is what it is. And one of them I had my favorite. I created my favorite, but like you can't hear me, and the music is so, it's not good. I don't know how that happened. So I turned down my desktop audio button thing. And I would say I don't want any Sims background music, but people like the Sims background music. So, I just finished editing the Degrassi New Girls from season 9 and 10, and there wasn't an issue with my Degrassi Girls from season 8. So I'm just gonna go and show you my Degrassi Girls from season 9, 10, 11, and 12. Those were the three videos, because 9 and 10 was one video, so the three videos that you couldn't hear me. So let's get into it. I feel really bad that I have to re-record this because, especially in the last video I just recorded, which was the Degrassi Girls for season 12, I told a whole story, so I will have to retell that story. But anyway, these are from the Degrassi Girls season 9 and 10. So first we have Fiona Coyne, played by Annie Clark. In each of the videos, I always give a description of who these are. So give me a second. Season 9, Degrassi. So these are the Degrassi, the new characters from season 9. And we have Fiona. Okay, Fiona Coyne, played by Annie Clark, Declan's clingy twin fashionista. So I gave her the fabulously wealthy trait. This sim wants to get rich and have a successful career. Business savvy sims earn more than the standard rate from careers. These sims build romance slightly faster because they look elegant. And these sims build romance and friendship slightly faster because they look cute. And this was the outfit I chose for her. The leggings are a little weird, I know, but in the picture I was looking at, she was wearing something like this. I gave her a scarf because she wears her scarves a lot. I gave her some lip gloss, some eyeshadow, some eyeliner, and this is how we ended up with Fiona. So next was Jenna Middleton as Jessica, played by Jessica Tyler, a bubbly boyfriend stealer. And I think in this video, I mentioned how Dave was also added to the main cast, and he was played by Jamil French, but Jamil French just passed away. Still don't know why. But, so this is Jenna, a musical genius. This sim wants to be an expert musician and songwriter. Muses get better boosts to their skills when they're inspired. These sims are born with a beautiful voice and talent for singing. These sims can't seem to stop flirting because that's the boyfriend stealer. So I gave her a cute little relaxed outfit, and she also got lip gloss, eyeshadow, and eyeliner. And back when she was introduced, her hair was straight, even though later on in the show her hair did get a little curly in it. Okay, so in the same video I also did the Degrassi New Girls from season 10 because of there was only one added to season 10, which is Bianca de Sousa. So Bianca de Sousa, played by Alicia Jospovic, a fierce and independent bad girl, and I'm really sad about this video because she, I think, is my favorite one I've done. So I gave her a big happy family because I feel like the way she was raised, she just wants a family. So this one wants to build a large, loving household. Domestic Sims will see their familiar relationships grow stronger faster. These Sims tend to be confident, and these Sims get angry at the thought of being controlled by anyone or anything. Now, it took me a while to do her hair because her hair is very curly. Um, and it's not that long, but I thought that was the best. And then I gave her these hoops because the picture she had, she was wearing hoops. And I love her outfit. It clips a little, but it's super cute. I think it goes really well together. So the next video I did was the Degrassi Girls from season 11, and I made a big deal about how season 11 was split into 2 school years. So the first part of season 11 was the school year, was after spring break up until graduation, and then the second part of the season was after summer until winter break. And so Marisol was actually introduced in season 10, but only appeared in 1 episode as Drew's date. And Marisol Lewis is played by Shannon Spanton, a ditzy boy crazy cheerleader and Katie's best friend. So I gave her the party animal. This sim wants to throw and attend amazing parties. Gregarious Sims build friendly relationships faster. These Sims can't seem to stop flirting. These Sims build romance and friendship slightly faster because they look cute. And it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to dress her because I don't really know her that well in the show. She wasn't in that long. Didn't have many scenes, but I think she's cute. So next is Imogen Moreno, played by Christine Prosperi, a quirky girl who lies to prevent herself from appearing boring. Now, when I did her, I talked all about how she was in that show Open Heart, which also starred Justin Kelly, who plays Jake. And then it also had Dylan Everett, who played Cam, and then it also had Jake Nyambi, who plays Mo in it. So I think Open Heart should have had more than 1 season. That was what I was talking about. I also talked about how she was in that new Bring It On movie that came out in like 2016, and she played the main character. But she was also in that movie with Gibby from iCarly called Nikki Deuce. So I think she looks the most like Imogen. It took me a while to figure out which hair I wanted because I knew I wanted to give her buns because she kind of wears hair like that. And then I gave her cat ears, and then I gave her this like lemon sweater with overalls because she wore overalls in an episode, so I thought that was super cute. So I gave her the painter extraordinaire because she wants to be a set designer. So, and she's very artistic. This sim wants her life to be all about art and painting. Users get better boosts to their skills when they're inspired. These Sims can talk to themselves and have unpredicted emotions because she's a little out there. And these Sims are talented at building skills of visual arts. They get inspired effortlessly whenever these skills are in use. And I also gave her some like dangly earrings. So then we have Katie, who is just very relaxed in her outfit. It took me a while to figure out how I wanted to dress her. It took me a while to figure out her hair too. But I actually made her and Maya siblings in the household relations. So her and Maya are actually listed as siblings. So because she wants to be a soccer player, she got bodybuilder. This one wants to work out to become as strong as they can be. It is easy to stay fit and trim when you have high metabolism. These Sims tend to be energized and pump up other Sims and may become upset if they don't exercise for a period of time. These Sims have better working or study performance. They build charisma, skill, and child social skills slightly faster. They also get confident when being at work or at school. And Katie Matlin is played by Chloe Rose, Marisol's athletic best friend who is clueless when it comes to love. So they were all introduced in the first part of season 11, and then in the second part of season 11, we're introduced to Tori and Maya. Maya is Katie's sister, and it's funny, we're introduced as 2 siblings at the same time in season 11, just one at the beginning of season 11, one in the second half. So, and they're introduced as freshmen, and Tori is actually the only actress to be played by two people within the Next Generation series, because or not played by two people, she's the only actress to play two people, because Alex Steele, who plays Tori, played Angie from season 1 to 5, which is Craig's half sister. So, Tori Santa Maria is played by Alex Steele, a manipulative pageant girl who fights for what she wants, and she actually was only in season 11 and 12. I don't know why Alex Steele came back for the show, but then decided to leave. I don't know if she decided to leave or if they just decided that's how they wanted to do her storyline. So she wants the soulmate. This one wants to find a living, rewarding life with the one. Alluring Sims are more successful at romance than others. These Sims build romance slightly faster because they look elegant. These Sims build romance and friendship slightly faster because they look cute. And she was actually pretty hard to do because she has kind of curly hair, so I gave her this. And then it was hard to find what I wanted. It's hard to remember what these characters wore because the show ended so long ago, but I feel like she would wear a little heel with a cute little dress. So then Maya, I have to say, was the hardest because I wanted to dress her kind of like how she ended the show, but I always dress them how they begin the show. And she began the show as someone who didn't really know her place in the world, and she wore very childish outfits, so I gave her overalls, even though overalls don't mean you're childish, but I gave her these pastel colors to signify a younger version. I also made her chest like all the way in. That's as small as you can go in The Sims, because she was always made fun of for that, for not being, being more developed than Tori. And then I gave her some Converse, because I feel like that goes with her innocent. And then her hair was actually very like messy a lot, but I feel like this was the best, and I gave her glasses. So, she is played by Olivia Scriven, Katie's artsy younger sister with a passion for music. So, musical genius. This one wants to be an excellent musician and songwriter. Users get better boost their skills when they're inspired. These Sims tend to be inspired and share creative ideas with other Sims, and they become obsessed if they're not creative for a period of time. These Sims are born with a beautiful voice and a talent for singing. So, that is Maya. Okay, so the next season I did was season 12, and it was only one season. And the reason I did this was because I wanted to do season 13 and 14 together because they were one school year together. And season 13 had 4 girls, and season 14 had 2 girls. I could have done season 12 with them and then done 7 girls at the same time, but I decided to do it this way. And then I wanted to do Degrassi Girls season 1 and 3 together because they were the only seasons to add girls. But before I get into this, the story I was telling about her was I was telling you guys to go watch Kiss and Cry. It is a movie based on a true story. It's actually about her best friend who died from cancer. And it stars her and Luke Billick, who plays Drew on Degrassi. So they actually dated on Degrassi, and they played characters who dated in Kiss and Cry. It also has Zoe Belkin, who plays her sister. Now, Zoe Belkin is from the latest Buzz. Zoe Belkin also guest starred in one episode of Degrassi as Athena, Riley's date, who his mom set him up with because she can't deal with the fact that he was gay. Zoe Belkin was on the latest Buzz with Demetrius Juriet, Monroe Chambers, Justin Kelly, and Vanessa Morgan. Vanessa Morgan, you might know from her roles on Riverdale, My Baby Sister's a Vampire. She was in an episode of Ant Farm, and she was actually in an episode of Degrassi playing Vanessa. Then you have the 3 boys, Justin Kelly, Monroe Chambers, and Demetrius Juriet. Monroe Chambers was added to the cast of Degrassi in season 10 as Eli. Then Justin Kelly joined the cast in season 11 as Jake, and they actually had a rivalry between Claire, and there's actually photos of them, promotional photos, of them together, and then them with Claire. And then Demetrius Juriet actually joined the cast in season 12 with Becky, as Dallas. And he actually gets into a rivalry with Eli, but a different issue. And Eli, Monroe Chambers actually called Demetrius Juriet and Justin Kelly his best friends, which is super cute. I also told you guys that you should go check out the movie Full Out, which is a true story, and it stars Anna Golia in the main role, and Sarah Fisher, who plays Becky, plays her former best friend, or her best friend in the movie, and then halfway through steals her boyfriend. Her boyfriend, or her Sarah Fisher's boyfriend, who was Anna Golia's boyfriend, is played by Trevor something, who you will know from Zombies. He played Bucky in Zombies, and then he's also a new main character in Bunked. He plays the new camp counselor, Parker. And then the cheerleading coach, or gymnastic coach, they're gymnasts, not cheerleaders. The gymnastics coach in Full Out is played by Jake Epstein, who played Craig on Degrassi. And Anna Golia's mother in Full Out is played by the actress who plays Audra Torres, Drew's mother. That's cool. And another thing you should check out if you like Anna Golia, who I adore, is a miniseries of a 6-episode miniseries called Clue, and all the episodes are on YouTube. So, Sarah Fisher plays Becky Baker, a strictly conservative Christian who is opening up to her beliefs. And I also told you guys that I put her, that in my fan fiction, she became a doctor. She married Drew, and they had 4 boys and a girl, and then they divorced. And Drew was a stay-at-home father and decided to go back to college later on in life, but they divorced. Drew marries Bianca, who I told you about already. And they... oh, I guess you wouldn't have heard me. So Drew marries Bianca. Bianca is a lawyer. And Bianca has 2 kids from previous relationships. And then Bianca and Drew together have 2 kids of their own. So, but I give her a big happy family. This sim wants to build a large, loving household. Domestic sims will see their familiar relationships grow stronger faster. Cheerful, these sims tend to be happier than other sims. These sims are very kind and pleasant. They are calm when being near the other sims. They become happy when being near their friends. They build friendships slightly faster. They, however, get sad for being near sims who they do not get along with. And it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to put her in. Her hair was something different, but even though I put other sims in this hair, I thought it was the best that looked like Becky. I've been talking too long, my throat hurts. Because it had the middle part. Becky's hair is actually a little longer. I also gave her crucifix, because that was a necklace that has a little cross. She was originally wearing a different skirt, but it was clipping with this sweater, and I thought this sweater actually went a little better for her. And then I gave her some little keds. And there is Becky. Okay, so I really hope you could see. Not see. Of course you can see me. I really hope you guys hear me better. And my next videos after that should be a lot more clearer. I will be posting this video right after the Degrassi Season 12 video. So Degrassi Season 13, 14, and then the next class videos should have better sound. I will try to make sure. But I just didn't want to re-record them because they took forever. So I just decided I would do this quick little better quality video for you guys. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.